So you heard?
I came as soon as I heard they reached the verdict. Yeah. Is Storm here yet?
Yeah, he'll be here soon.
Well, they didn't deliberate long.
You know, in a way, Thorne, the verdict doesn't really even matter.
Taylor, what do you mean? This is 10 years of your life.
What 12 strangers think of me could never touch what you said about me in court yesterday. I mean, how can you be so good? How can you care about me?
Maybe I'm selfish.
That you're not.
You don't know how much I miss you. The only thing I could trust was telling the truth. And maybe I didn't know what it was until I was on that stand. You loved Darla. You didn't want to lie, but you did the best you could.
They want us in court.
Okay. I'll see you up there.
All right.
All right. Is this a good thing? The jury reaching a verdict so quickly?
Well, apparently they felt the issues were clear-cut.
Well, I have a hard time seeing it that way.
Well, if it goes against us, we'll appeal. Shane McGrath is out there somewhere. Testimony the jury never heard.
Let's get realistic, okay? I'm going to prison.
Taylor.
Look, Thorne, you know, I've already pled guilty to the 2 other counts. I've been sentenced. I'm okay, all right? I'm fine because of you.
Don't ask me to lose you, too.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Devin Owens presiding.
Be seated. Good afternoon. I've been informed that the jury has reached the verdict. Please be aware that their decision carries the full weight and dignity of the ideal of justice upon which this nation was founded, and conduct yourselves accordingly. You may bring in the jury. Jury, on the matter of the state of California versus Dr. Taylor Hayes, have you reached the verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Bailiff. On the charge of vehicular manslaughter with gross negligence, do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
We find the defendant not guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court thanks you for your service, your patience, and your wisdom. You're dismissed.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I request an immediate hearing on a motion to vacate.
Vacate what?
The judgment against my client on the charges of obstruction of justice.
On what grounds, Counselor?
Manifest injustice, Your Honor. If no crime was committed, then justice was not obstructed.
Ms. Totaro?
Your Honor, this filing has just been placed in my hands. I need some time to...
You really want to go to the barricades on this one?
In the interest of justice, the people yield.
The judgment is vacated. Dr. Hayes, your sentence will be set aside and the charge dismissed.
We also petition the court to recall the judgment against my client on the charges of driving with a suspended license, Your Honor. Dr. Hayes has already served many weeks in detention, charged with a crime for which she has just been found innocent.
She violated probation. That's a matter of record.
To come to the aid of her daughter, who was in real physical danger, as we know all too well from what happened to Darla Forrester on the same night. 6 months in prison is just too harsh a penalty for mother's concern, Your Honor.
The people will fight any motion for relief.
Well, fortunately for us, the people have nothing to say about it. Section 1170D of the Penal Code gives you and only you the authority to revisit the sentence, Your Honor.
That is correct.
And I just happen to have a letter from the director of the Eastside Mental Health Clinic, which, owing to budget cuts, is unable to meet its demand for psychiatric services. They are in great need of therapists of Dr. Hayes' caliber, Your Honor.
Dr. Hayes, please rise. You are well represented.
Yes, Your Honor.
And under the circumstances that brought you here, it's among the saddest I've seen. Even the victim's husband has asked this court for leniency. Therefore, under Section 1170D of the Penal Code, I hereby recall your previous sentence and sentence you instead to 100 hours of community service at the Eastside Mental Health Clinic. You are to remain in a recognized drug and alcohol rehabilitation program for the period of your probation. Do you understand me?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Then you know what I'm about to say.
No.
You're free to go. This court is adjourned.
Okay.